Lost Dragons, Ben.
Yeah, cool. So the first Kickstarter we're going to be looking at is for a series of 3D printable dragons that you print at home. So they're STL files, which is really cool. So you can either print them at home or take them to a fab lab or something like that. This is by Daniel Herrera from 3D Printed Tabletop, and they are creating a whole range of different and very unique looking dragons that you can use in your games, be they large mass battle fantasy games, but who plays those anymore, or in your role-playing games on the tabletop as well. For example, as part of the main pledges that they've got so far, you've got the Magma Dragon, the Ice Dragon, the Fire Twin and the Ice Twin, the Red Guardian and the White Guardian. So they've gone really heavily into both the red and white style dragons that you might know from the likes of Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. They've also got a very, very cool Kickstarter exclusive Forest Dragon design. And they're also going to be looking towards a whole bunch of other stuff in the future for a whole bunch of different styles as well. So you've got things like zombie dragons, water dragons, plague dragons, and the like too, which is very, very cool. As I say, all of these are available as STR files for you to go and download for yourself. And they actually run a little bit of a YouTube channel where they talk about some of the sort of the issues a lot of people have with 3D printing and helping people get stuck into it themselves and give it a go for at home too. So if you really, really like the look of these dragons, but you don't exactly know how you'd even go about starting to print them, they've got a really cool YouTube channel. And of course, there are lots of resources out there on the internet as well. And we have our own forums where we look into 3D printing too, all to help people out with sort of getting used to the idea of, getting these things down on the tabletop themselves and actually having to go with this new technology too. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
So there you go. Get your dragons and a cool YouTube channel as well.
That's awesome. You can never have enough dragons. Dragons are awesome because,
love dragons, best thing in the world.
At the minute, I'm trying to fantasize my stuff a wee bit so I can take it into Kings of War. And I was thinking
the Vikings.
I was thinking about getting a dragon, but I got a cockleich instead.
You got a cockleich, yeah?
At least I think that's what it's called. I was lying around the office there last week and I thought, oh, this thing looks amazing. This is like a giant cock with feathers.
Yeah, I know a cockleich like when I see one. I've had experience of them.
A dragon meets.
So it's I fought one in a dungeon once. So did you have to stab him in the eye, Justin?
I'm fairly sure it's a cockatrice.
Oh, is it a cockatrice?
Yes, I think I'm calling the wrong thing because Ben Googled these like, oh, cockleich.
Yeah, no, a cockleich is.
Let's just say no. He didn't get what he wanted.
No, a cockleich is an undead version of a cockatrice.
Right.
So it's an
like
undead version. Yes, it's one that the skin has started to peel off. It's
so there's no head on it, like its head's lost its skin and stuff.
Yes.
How do you raise a cockleich?
How do you raise a cockleich? You just stroke it gently, and you say the magic words, man. And works every time.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I thought you would know how to raise a cockleich by now.
I've never had that problem.
Dragons are great.
For me, my favorite source of dragons is Schleck.
They're awesome. I was looking at them last week.
I love collecting Schleck dragons. Every time I take the kids to the toy store, they think I'm taking them for them. I'm going for me because I always go straight to the Schleck stand to see if they have another dragon in their range. I think I've got almost all of them because I love having versatility in dragons because it's just amazing.
You missed the Pokemon craze. I think Schleck dragons are your Pokemon.
Yes, I want to collect them all, Justin. I want to collect them all.
Has their painting technique gone up? Because I was looking at them recently going, wow, they must have robots digitally painting these or something. Because look at all the detail on this pre-painted stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. It is amazing. It's the best value dragon that you are likely to buy. Already assembled, already painted, and a great size for 28mm. Like, I mean a really good size for 28mm.
Although I do like the idea of companies that are doing dragons for 3D printing because it's another way to have a look at this new thing for the industry and the hobby.
Yeah. The 3D printing aspect is good. I'm trying to get back into it again. I got severely disheartened with the 3D printing.
Yeah, because
it's hard.
It's hard, and I got burnt, and I got injured, and
how many times did you break it?
Many times, but I didn't break it. It broke. There is a difference.
Operator error.
It's not easy.
but there's some amazing 3D printers coming along.
You're
I sent
right.
you a link recently where
To the full color 3D
Yeah.
printer.
it's got like CMYK plastics and it mixes it and does full color prints.
That-
And I was just
I
like,
want.
oh my
We
goodness.
are not far off now,
want-
guys. We are not far off. The other option for printing at the moment is there's DLP printers now.
DLP?
So a DLP is a resin bath.
Yeah.
It uses light, basically like a projector.
Yeah.
Projects a layer at a time. Okay, and we are now seeing those printers rocking in at under 500 quid. Those are printers that are capable of printing miniatures, Justin. Like, I mean, well capable of printing miniatures.
I do have to wonder, is there some form of chemical formula that you could come up for that resin that, depending on what color of light you shoot at it, would change the color of the miniature?
You would need a highly sophisticated resin that is photosensitive.
Yeah.
That it activates
Would
the
that be the
different.
next step?
What you would have is you'd have pigments in there
Yeah.
that are activated at different wavelengths.
Yeah.
I have no idea how you would go about doing that,
But would that be the next step?
but I bet they could science it, yo.
But that would be the next step for me, is getting a printer that's that good and being able to put in a resin that would just change that color of the light or the laser or whatever.
I don't know. I
to
think
a different colour.
I think Lloyd's printer's probably got more chance. You know, your kind of additive printer,
I think so.
the FDM, because you just load in your three colors and it mixes it and prints it out. You know, the key to that is to get the actual mechanics of it to work to give you the fine enough resolution.
To mix and feed at the correct rate.
That's the easy bit.
But it has to mix the exact right amount for each component that it's printing.
Yeah,
and
it's
be ready
not
to
But that's what
change.
it's doing.
But inkjet printers are already doing all that.
And that's
Really?
why I think that's the route to go, because people know how inkjet printers work.
Justin, you have printed something on an inkjet printer.
Yes.
You can print photographic quality on an inkjet printer.
Yes.
We know how to mix colors. What we haven't cracked just yet is getting the mechanics of the system to allow us to print without that layering. You know, to get that resolution down to be fine enough to get the layering. But
See, with it being printing a 3D object, I'm thinking the mass of each component, it has to be mixing and sending that through at the right rate. As soon as if something goes off in that, you're gonna have hands that have got color bleed through them.
no, you're not. Well, yes,
You
you
see
are,
what I'm
Justin. But
thinking?
you have to understand that a computer's brain and your brain are not quite the same. Okay, in the time that it takes you to blink,
Yeah.
right? A computer will have maybe run 1 million calculations. Okay, so the speed at which a computer can work these things out is just incredible. So if you can build the intelligence into the print head,
Yeah.
it'll know exactly how much it needs to pull through. I'm not saying it's easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
I think it's
but it's not impossible.
But it's already doing it. I mean, let's talk about right. So, if computers are going to be able to drive us around in cars, they're definitely going to be able to print stuff in cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're
Simple as that.
already doing these basic calculations inside inkjet printers and laser printers and stuff already. So they're
it's just a matter
already
of scaling that.
it's a matter of taking the same kind of thought process. There's material science in it because you need to make sure that you can get materials that will actually mix with one another.
Yeah.
But the real key to this, from my perspective, and this is the thing that isn't being solved quick enough in the FDM printers, is the resolution. We need higher resolution. I don't know what's going to
You
be
mean for
involved
the
in
actual
fucking-
mechanical moving?
Yeah, so that we get minis that look like minis and they don't look like full of stepping and
Yeah, well, I mean,
stuff.
I do remember John ordered a thing for a World of Warcraft character of his.
Yes.
He took the 3D model and sent it off to a company, and they actually did 3D print a full color version of his character.
It was probably done in the resin bath because you get much higher resolution that way. So all that stuff from Hero Forge and the likes,
Yeah.
that's all done
Yeah, but
using.
this was the pre-color thing. This was years ago, but the colors were not solid. There was bleed
Oh,
through.
I see. Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
So it came to him fully colored.
But we're kind of in the dot matrix sort of realm at the minute.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
It is getting there.